Another thing I could have said to that woman who paid me what anybody with any degree of depth or intelligence would instantly recognize as a backhanded compliment, you know. Basically saying, you're so gorgeous, what the hell are you doing in here? Why aren't you with the millionaire? I could have said to her, I'm severely depressed. There's no finding and being with a millionaire, you know. And a millionaire can abuse me just as easily, if not more easily, than somebody poor could, you know. There's no finding and being with a millionaire when I'm severely depressed and all fucked in the head and whatnot. It's not happening, baby. It ain't happening. And I can accept it, except when you sit there and trigger me and rub it in my face and remind me, you know. I'm well aware, you know. That on the surface, I mean, I shouldn't be in a friggin' shelter, you know. The woman can tell I'm not even remotely stupid. Just people can tell that by talking to you. That's why she added in intelligent. You know what I want to know? She said it mean. I mean, she said it like, I don't know. She's like, why is a tall, gorgeous, intelligent girl like you, what are you doing in here? Why aren't you off with some millionaire? If I look like you, I wouldn't be in here, believe me. You know? On the surface, you're right. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense, but when we look much deeper, when we delve deeper into things, it makes perfect sense. And I could turn around and say to her, yeah, and if you were Robin Williams, I'm sure you wouldn't have committed suicide. If you looked like me, and you don't, not even remotely, you know. Clearly, I mean, a comment like that is laced with envy or jealousy or whatnot, but it's also, you know, she's speaking what I'm sure other women, some at least, must have been thinking at some point or another. I'm not saying all of them, but some, I'm sure. When I was in there, an African American woman thought I was the cutest thing. And the way I behaved, the way I talked, or whatnot. She's like, you act like a little girl, but she said it's just adorable. But I told her about Donald a little bit. I said, yeah, back then, when I first met the bastard, I could have any guy I wanted. And she looked right at me. She goes, this was a couple years ago. She goes, you still could. You know? It's not true. It's not even remotely true. Not even this much true. It's just not true, period, is it? And I accept it. Because what choice do I have but to accept it? I never cared about money. I was with Donald, who didn't have money. And like I told a friend in there yesterday, you know, and I was working full time, and Donald was sitting on his ass doing nothing because he was on Social Security disability. He'd been on it for over 10 years, and he didn't know it when I first met him and moved in with him one night because he pretended he didn't tell me, and he got a job, and then he made sure to quit it before he would lose his benefits for good, you know. Just remember, Donald had done this before. I didn't know any of this. It's just when he wasn't working, when he quit his job, how are you going to pay the rent? And then he had me where he wanted me. I'd been with him for a year, and he didn't tell him he was working, and then they dock his pay, his Social Security pay, but they don't take it away. If they find out you're working, then they're going to reduce your pay to make up for that money you made while you were working. It's called screwing over Social Security. You're not supposed to do it, and I would never do it, but that's Donald's natural criminal, remember? But I definitely had no clue in the universe. No clue in the universe that he was on Social Security disability. He didn't tell me. But I don't blame anybody. I walked into this and I knew based on what he was writing on my ALICIACREATURE message board that he was not, that he had danger in him, and I liked the danger. I just didn't think the danger would turn against me, you know. Like I said, he was brilliant. He was like, whatever. He had the imagination and whatnot, but then he tricked me, and I walked into it, and in the end, I didn't want to just work full-time as a cashier, you know. I wanted to be a star. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't meant to happen, but it didn't matter, you know. But I also wanted love, so if I was going to give up my big dreams, I have to have something to replace them. I can't give up my big dreams and be treated like total shit by the man I thought was my soulmate, by the man who had created that wonderful tape for me going on and on, you know, and in the end, who knows what he believed and didn't. In the end, he just knew he could crush me, you know. He may have believed or may have been sincere in the nice things he'd said to me in the beginning, but in the end, he just wanted me, and the only way he could keep me, he knew, was to destroy my self-esteem and tell me that there's not a man alive who put up with me, and that if I left him, I would have nobody, and I should have left him, but didn't want to be alone. And now I've come full circle. Now it's like I would 100% rather be alone for the rest of my life than to be with a man even remotely like Donald, even remotely. Okay? So I accept these things. You know, there's that saying, you know, God grant me the wisdom to accept the things I cannot change. But see, I could change this if I wanted to actively do it. If I wanted to start going out or just really start, you know, doing all kinds of online dating website things and really just meeting everyone, I could change. I don't want to. I'm not at that point, and, you know, I don't need a man in my life, and I don't. Like I said, I watch things like whatever movies, The Vow, or the one we watched recently, Time, you know, About Time, or whatever it was, About Time, and the love stories, and the woman in there wasn't some vixen, but she was 100% sexually confident, you know, totally confident. She slept with him the first night she met him, and she wasn't a slut or anything, just and they wound up being together and getting married and all this crap. All the stuff I cannot have because I'm all fucked up and damaged and 100% emotionally immature. Admittedly so. But like, I've repeatedly said it would still be nice, you know, to have sex again, to be desired. Forget about love, but to have sex again, and to be pursued and desired and wanted, just even on that basic level, would be nice. But if it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna try to make it happen, you know.